get through the first round and just feel what this team can do in the playoffs.
Yeah, obviously, huge game last game. We felt like it was probably our best game of the series, and big plays at big moments. Jakey was incredible, so just need to keep building on that and keep getting better against obviously a very skilled team, very high-octane team with some of the best players in the world. So, I mean, that's plain and simple. They got some really good players, and we need to keep progressing our game as we did last series.
Is that a different challenge, or do you try and just work on yourself? And I mean, it's going to be a different team you're facing on the other side of the ice.
Yeah, they play a little bit different system-wise. Definitely different in their own end. So hopefully we're able to create a little bit and capitalize on chances that we get, and then trying to minimize the chances they get. Obviously, McKinnon, Makar, Rantanen, Natushkin. I mean, you go up and down the lineup. They have a lot of very good players. So I mean, we need to play as five together, break pucks out, limit rush opportunities, and I think that's sort of how we're going to be successful.
Matt was saying that this is one of the best teams he's ever been on. Do you, one, feel that, and two, does that put a different kind of edge on? We have an opportunity here to do something real special.
Yeah, I think obviously we're a very good team, very deep team. Up and down the lineup, there's good players everywhere you point to. I think anytime you're in the playoffs, you need to believe that you have the opportunity to do something special is there, right? We feel like we overcame a lot of adversity last round. Everyone probably counted us out 0-2 heading into their rink, and we were able to overcome the hole we put ourselves in. And so we just need to build on, as I said, that game 7. We thought we played a good game. Keep pushing forward and building on what we did, because we know we're playing a really good team tonight that they don't care what we did last series, right? So I mean that's behind.
Do you look at your numbers at all?
No.
And we do, okay. Because you're +6, which is one of the tops in the league, and you're leading in block shots, or tied for the lead. And those are parts of your game that I think you want to be good at, and they are. I don't know if that helps, or you don't really care.
I'm just worried if we get the W at the end of the night. That's the only thing that really matters to me.
What have you learned about Wyatt Johnston in the short time that you've played with him?
He's incredible. 20 years old. I think more impressive is how good he is defensively. I'm not sure how much people talk about that or if they do or not, but I mean, he's on the ice with a minute left. He's on the ice taking PK face-offs against the other team's best players. He's doing all the little things that you need to do to win, and he's scoring goals for us, obviously, too. But just how mature he is for how young he is incredible.
Starting goalie there, Pete?
Yeah, Ottinger.
Changes?
No, same lineup
Same
as
lineup?
Game 7, yeah.
How are your injured players, and are they skating? Are they getting better?
Skating, getting better, getting closer. I would say Marchman's closer than Hakanpää. So, both have a chance to play in the series, and maybe sooner than later. Keep working with them. It's a day-to-day thing, and ready to go.
So McKinnon's a Hart finalist today. Just what's the challenge of facing him, and why in the playoffs is he able to produce the way that he does?
Yeah. Well, great player. That's had I think a fantastic season. I mean, I'm this reminds me a little bit of Vegas. I feel like, I've coached against Colorado in the playoffs every year between San Jose, Vegas, and Dallas. So we've seen an awful lot of them. And I think he just keeps getting better and better. He just imposes himself on the game every time he's on the ice. He wants the puck on his stick, and he wants to take control of the game. And, just an awful load of a player to try and handle from the opposition. So, for me, the best thing we can do is try and keep the puck out of his hands and defend with numbers. And if we're playing in the offensive zone, then he's obviously not attacking. So, that would be the best defense for us.
Pete, you've talked so much about the Stars playing to their identity. With a 48-hour turnaround from last series to this, how important is it tonight for you guys to worry about just doing Stars hockey?
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes it easier because these teams really are similar, Vegas and Colorado. I mean, there's differences in every team, but similar in, McKinnon is a different version of Eichel. Both teams very good off the rush. I think Vegas was number 1 in the league from the All-Star break on. These guys have been number 1 in the league all year. So we've got to contain that. Mobile defenses that join the rush. I think Colorado probably has a little more of that than Vegas did, although Vegas had Hannafin and Theodore and some guys. That's a different element Colorado has. I think it allows you to kind of go into game 1 without overthinking it. We want to replicate game 7. If we do those things, I think they translate.
Pete, I know you're turning the page to the next series, but I just was comparing the way that Jamie Benn played last year against Vegas to his series this year.
Yeah.
And it felt like he had such a controlled intensity this time around, where he picked his spots for that ferocity, but under a really mature play. And I wonder what your thoughts were about what he's done from last season to this in the series.
Yeah. No, that's a great point, and probably something I should have acknowledged that I haven't yet. He was one of our best players that entire series, and when you look back to last year and what happened, I'm sure, that was sitting with him, for 12 months, or 10 months. So good on him and great leadership, and he knew what he had to do, and he went out there and executed, and he didn't do it. A lot of times when you've been through something like that, you can go out and play passive or on your heels a little bit because you're afraid of crossing that line. I thought he walked that line really well. He still physically imposed himself on the series, but did it in a really smart way.
Sagan and Duchesne have played well. They have good numbers against Colorado. Can that be something that carries over? Is there a good matchup? Even this year, I think their numbers are fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think sometimes that can carry over. But regular season, as you guys have seen in the playoffs, are two totally different animals. And I'm not worried about production. I'm worried about winning. And we have to go into this and expect to have to win 2-1, 3-2. The production is the production. That doesn't matter to me.
Just want to follow up on Tanev yesterday. I think he'd fit anywhere, but are there particular reasons he fits so well here?
You know what? I think I honestly think style of play, and he was coming from Calgary where they didn't play the same as we did. They played a little more passive D zone, layered D zone. They played a little more passive on the rush. We want to close and squash and kill plays, but he's built for that. His feet, his mobility, his mindset, his aggressive mindset. So I think he's been a great fit from a system point of view, and he's a great fit in the dressing room. The guy, you can see why this guy was so popular in Calgary and in their dressing room and stuff. He's a real great teammate.
Great. Thanks, Pete.
Thank you.
The rights holder chat outside.